Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well again. So the testimony I would like to share very quickly again today. So last time I shared about how Jesus provided miraculously for homeless men, and today I would like to share how He provided also for me for the first job that I had, and which is still the same job I have today. And so the way it happened, so I think about 2 years ago, is when I graduated from university, did a master. But when I was in my undergrad, actually, in the third year, obviously I got my degree and so on. And so at that stage, I thought, okay, let me start working. I can start, having a salary, earning some money, doing those things. And I thought this was a good idea. And so I started to apply for jobs, and there were people who came to our university careers fair. And so I took some contacts, made some discussions, and so on. And it turns out that one company offered me a place, and there was someone working there who basically offered me a place for a company called Mobile Fun. And that was the recruiter that was working there. He contacted me and he offered me a place there. But also during that third year and around that period, God was telling me that no, you will do a master. But I was a bit, I don't know, I wouldn't say rebellious, but sort of wanted to work and so on. So I also made some applications, and so I had this offer from this recruiter from Mobile Fun, and he gave me, I think, a few days or maybe a week to give an answer whether I would say yes or no. But because I knew God wanted me to do a master's, so at that time, a bit before, I had also started to apply for a master's, and I thought, okay, well, let's apply for that also. And there's also beautiful things that happen for the application to the master's to be possible, because even before that, I think the year before or 2 years before, there wasn't even any loan from student finance for masters. So before, I just thought doing a master's was not possible for me. But it turns out that the year before, or the year when I started the master's, this is when they started doing loans, as student finance loans for masters. And so I could make the application. And basically, what happened is that just before the deadline and that the recruiter gave me to give an answer, like maybe the day before, 2 days before, I received an email from the university saying, "Congratulations, yeah, you have been accepted as a master's at the University of Birmingham." And so I thought, okay, God, I'll go your way. And so I called the recruiter, I told him, sorry, I won't accept the offer, and I will do a master's. And this is what I did, and it was a very nice year, very good year. I learned a lot of things, both from a study perspective, and also in my relationship with God, I learned a lot of things as well. And basically, what happened is that during that year, that recruiter who was working for Mobile Fund actually left that company and went to another company called Kanos. Okay, and so for me, I was doing my year masters, and at first I almost thought, okay, let me start doing applications again, early, but it was too early and so on. And so what I did at some point, I just had an incredible peace, and I just thought I'm just gonna trust God this time for this job that I want to have once I finish my studies, because the masters was only 1 year, 12 months. And so I've at this stage, when I had this peace, I just didn't bother about doing anything. And it turns out that this recruiter who had given me the place at Mobile Fund, who now was working for Kanos, he remembered me, and so he sent me a message on LinkedIn, just because they had some recruitment going on at Kanos, and she just sent me a message, saying, we're doing this recruitment day. Would you be interested? And at first, I wasn't sure because I don't know. I wanted to do web development, and this was software engineering, even though it's quite close. But I just thought, okay, let's go and let's have a look. And I went, and I quite liked it, and everything was very easy. and it was a beautiful day. Also, if you remember the first testimonies I shared about the two healings, actually those two healings happened the same day I had this interview with Kanos as well. So it was quite an amazing day for me. And yeah, during that interview went really well. And actually, one of the guys who was interviewing me, I think, was a Christian also. But it was a very good atmosphere. And so what happened? Everything went well, and they offered me the job as well. And so at the end of my master's, actually even before I ended my master's, I started this job with Kanos, and it was so nice. And I really thank God for this, because this company is really great. You know, the salary was much better than the other company at mobile phone. Everything, there's just some great opportunities there, even to share the gospel there. So I just thank God that He's the one who's been providing. And so I just want to encourage you also to trust Him in all those decisions that He's providing when you just trust Him. And so with that, I wish you a very good day, and may God continue to bless you. Bye bye.